Magi Warning in effect for March 28th through April 4th, 2020. Malefic sign closest approach March 31st at 7:33 a.m. Eastern United States time zone. Mars Saturn conjunction 0 degrees within the first 10 degrees of Capricorn. The decan Cygnus should be noted. Saturn rules the house of Capricorn, so the main theme of interpretive factors should remain on Saturn, with Mars adding a forceful, violent push to achieve Saturn's ends. They are in alliance. Strength of interpretive value is multiplied by 2. Permutation of the first 10 degrees is expansion. This is one of the most powerful aspects. Conjunctions are the most powerful aspects when trying to interpret what the heaven is saying. Geodetic location sets the eastern United States, Canada, and South America as primary possibilities for effect. Other nations of interest include India, Bulgaria, Mexico, Great Britain, the United Kingdom as a whole, Albania, Afghanistan, Lithuania, Bosnia, Brunei, Czech Republic, Haiti, Nauru, I don't know how to say that, but Nauru, Slovakia, Sudan, Normandy, North Africa, Tunisia, Portugal, Samoa, Egypt, Scandinavia, Mauritius, Morocco, Namibia. Now the cities of interest are Mexico City, Jerusalem, Warsaw, Alexandria, Brandenburg, Brussels, Delhi, I don't know how to say that either, Port Said, Oxford, and Ghent. Please keep an eye on the Canary Islands as well as the Canary Wharf. Canary Islands is there could be something going on with these islands during this time, so just keep an eye out. But as far as the Canary Wharf is concerned, it is the secondary central business district of London on the island of Dogs, along with the city of London. It is one of the main financial centers of the United Kingdom and the world. Microinterpretation by Michelle Noel. The two major stars involved in this sign are Mesarthim and Daba. Let's start with Daba, or Dabi. I'm not sure how to say that word either. This is the nearest major star to the Saturn-Mars conjunction we are looking at in the constellation of Capricorn. Dabi is also known as Beta Capricorni. This star is actually two binary stars, or that means there's two stars that appear together, or they orbit each other. And they are located in the top of the head of the goat. The name Daba, or Dabi, comes from Al-Dabi, which means the butcher in Arabic, or lucky star of the slaughterer. Uranus is in square aspect to the Saturn-Mars conjunction. Now let's take a look at the star nearest Uranus. In Aries, this is the star Mesarthim, also called Gamma Aries. The name of this star, Mesarthim, is very close to the Hebrew word for ministers, Meshartim. Interestingly enough, Mesarthim is also a binary star and is located in the head of the ram. Thank you, Michelle Noel, for that insight. Here's my limited interpretation of the sign as a whole and its possible outcomes. Accidents, extreme violence, brutality, desperation, perhaps religious violence or an attack on religion or individuality is seen in this sign. There could be money or trade involved in this sign as a type of backdoor deal to promote the violence by unknown characters. Darkness and double-mindedness is a theme of the sign, as well as lies, thefts, and domination. Possible ethnic cleansing based on race or religion or other reasons one could only guess in this day and age with what we got going around. Another interpretation of this sign, since it's happening in Capricorn, is a world economic crisis followed by food shortages and bad crops. We already see some sharp decreases to the world's economy right now, so perhaps this is just a proof of what it may look like when late March or early April finally arrive. Philosophical, an emotional outcome and death to something musical and beautiful could be involved, since Cygnus is activated during the sign. It's possible that the economy might also have something to do with that. If you're not familiar with the term black swan, look that up and see what it has to do with economies or stock markets. Now, lately, I've noticed that malefic signs, no matter what, cause the earth to go through a birth pang. I would normally dismiss this idea, but it has been the regular theme lately, so be ready for the regular bouts of bad weather, flooding, earthquakes, etc. This sign could affect plants and crops. The residual side effects and aftermath of this sign, whatever they may be, at the very least, could last 171 days per Mars's orb of aspect. The previous sign with the Plutonic Saturn, I didn't mention the orb of aspect in that one, but it would be 7.5 years of possible effect. The Peshat Hebrew translation of the sign by Michael Dusters. I'm not going to bore you by reading every single word, and there's a lot of words. It'll be easier for me, I think, just to post the images of the words on the screen so that you can read them. Other than that, let me just speak from the heart and say that a Mars-Saturn conjunction is one of the most strongest and worst aspects. It's unparalleled to many of the things that I've shown in the past with regard to aspects. Let's pray that this thing, whatever it may be, doesn't happen. Hopefully everybody will make it out of this in one piece. Till then, you should know to do just the regular things that even our own governments recommend we do, and that's food, stock up on it, water, stock up on it, medical supplies. Everybody's supposed to have these things. Your to-go bag in the home. It's just common sense in this day and age that you need those types of things on standby. You never know what might happen. We're coming to the end of days, and the signs of the heaven will increase, and the nations will look on in perplexity at the things coming upon the world, and it's just good to be a little forewarned, that's all. And that's why I do this, just to forewarn everybody to keep a sharp eye, take a look. I think I was pretty dead on with the last one, even though a lot of where I thought this thing was going to take place with the Plutonic Saturn actually ended up starting in China, of all places, which I didn't see that one coming. But the sinister scheme, which I'm sure at this point everybody is well aware of the scheme, which is being transferred from person to person right now, along with everything else with this whole debacle, started happening during that Plutonic Saturn. And this new sign could be related to that. I mean, it hasn't been that long ago since the Plutonic Saturn has passed. So, you guys be safe, be careful, pray, have a plan, and do not let fear control you.